So under third uh, test of consistency, we are having factor reversal test. As in the previous section, you have seen time reversal test. Now it is factor reversal test. Its short form is FRT. Now factor reversal test, as we have seen in case of time reversal test, time was reversed. Now here factor will be reversed. Here we have to calculate P01 that you have seen in all the formulas. Now P will be replaced by Q. So factor is reversed. So you have to calculate P01 into Q01, and when we solve it, the answer should be P1 Q1 divided by sigma P0 Q0. So when you multiply these two, it means price index is multiplied by the quantity index in a formula. It should equal to come like this. If in any formula it comes out to be like this, so we can say that that formula satisfied the factor reversal test. So if I just try to apply this formula, for example, in case of Fisher index. Now in case of Fisher ideal index, our P01 is equals to this. Into 100. And if I calculate quantity index from here, quantity index we all have seen, just we have to replace P in place of Q and Q in place of P. So it will be Q1 P0, but P0 will be coming in the front, and below it will be same. Here it will be P0 Q0, it will be Q0 P1, so P1 and Q0 multiplied by 100. So like this, P01 and Q01 are calculated. Now if we want to apply this factor reversal test, let us see how we can apply. Just we will write P01 into Q01. Here also we will be ignoring 100, just putting these values. P1 Q0 divided by sigma P0 Q0, P1 Q1, P0 Q1, now multiplied by Q01. So we will be writing this portion. So these will be our answers when we will be putting the values. So here it will be P1 Q1. So when you will be solving it, you will see whatever is being cancelled, we will cancel it wherever possible. See this P1 Q0, P1 Q0 is cancelled, then P0 Q1 is cancelled. So we are left with, inside the under root, P1 Q1 is twice, below P0 Q0 is twice. So if we have to write down the answer, that will be, and in under root, if two things are there, one will be coming out. So ultimately you will be getting this answer only. So it will be sigma P1 Q1 divided by sigma P0 Q0. So this is according to this. So we can say that Fisher's ideal index satisfies factor reversal test, and it is the only index that satisfied factor reversal test. There is no other formula that satisfied factor reversal test. So we can say that Fisher's formula satisfies both time reversal test as well as factor reversal test. So let us see one example of factor reversal test. So suppose this is an example in which you have been asked to check whether Fisher's index satisfied factor reversal test or not. So let us calculate all the four values that we generally calculate in our questions. These are the four values. So first P0 Q0, 300, 200, 240, 300 and 320, and when we will add this comes out to be 1360. Next, let us see P1 Q0, 500, 200, 360, 360 and 480. So when we add, this comes out to be 1900. Okay, then is P0 Q1, 336, 240, 240, 240, 288. So when we add, it comes out to be 1344. And last is P1 Q1, 560, 240, 360, 288 and 432. It comes out to be 1880. So now we have these four values. Now if we have to apply our factor reversal test in case of Fisher method, so factor reversal test, we know like this, factors will be reversed and we will have to apply the formula P01 into Q01 is equals to 100. Now if we apply Fisher's ideal index into this, multiplied by so this will become the values. So now we will put these values. P1 Q0 1900, next is P0 Q0 1360, P1 Q1 1880, P0 Q1 1344, again 1344, 1360, 1880, and P1 Q0 is 1900. So now wherever possible we will just delete the items. These will be cut and these will be cut. So now we are left with these values. Now 1880 is double and in the under root it will come out. 1880 is out. 1360 is also double, it will come out. Now what is our 1880? It is sigma P1 Q1 divided by what is 1360? It is sigma P0 Q0. So here our factor reversal test, sorry, it was not equal to 1, it was asking for P1 Q1 divided by sigma P0 Q0. So this has been satisfied when we have multiplied P01 with Q01. Finally we got sigma P1 Q1 divided by sigma P0 Q0, and this is also known as value index. Whenever in the question you have been told to calculate the value index, you have to apply this formula P1 Q1 divided by P0 Q0 into 100. By this we calculate the value index also. So this is how we have seen that Fisher's formula satisfies both time reversal test as well as factor reversal test.